heading for the desert safari. I'm almost late. I'm literally running at this point. You can see not many people are on the road because of how hot it is. I missed the train, so I now have to wait for another one. 5 minutes left. I wonder if I'll get there in time. I just hope they wait a bit and not leave me.
Cross Abu Abu, please allow passengers off the train
Is here. So I don't have to wait for long. Maybe I'll actually make it.
The options for pickup were hotel pickup at National Museum if you were joining the group tour. I joined a group tour, so I had to go to the National Museum to join the group. That was the pickup spot. I had been to the National Museum the previous day, so I assumed it would be easy to locate them. But on getting there, the map directed me to a different exit from the metro. So I kept going in and out and I couldn't find them. They kept looking for me and I kept looking for them. Eventually, I asked one of the metro assistants to help me call the number, and they did. They directed me to the actual museum. I assumed they were somewhere around the museum. And by the time I got there, I just joined everyone. I didn't start making videos or anything because I had already taken about 15 minutes and we set out. We got to this location, which was like a stopping point where you get to take some tea and wait while they deflate the tires and also get ready for the Dune bashing. So I sat down inside this, I call it a tent now, I don't know, but what you see in the video, that was where I waited. I didn't want to be under the sun. I had already been under the sun a lot, and Qatar weather was very hot. It was 40 degrees as at the time of this video. So while waiting, some people had tea, but I just had my water. I didn't want tea. That is one of the attendants deflating the tires in preparation for the Dune bashing, and off we went. I didn't know what to expect really, because this was going to be my first time.
They didn't have much breakfast.
At this point, I was just thinking, okay, this is it. We're just going to pass a couple of sand dunes and then we'll be back. But little did I know that the journey was still ahead. Keep watching. Of bumpy ride.
Oh my God. Dayı nereye gidiyorsun? Biz gece amına koyayım. very easy.
I know.
For you?
Yeah.
Bak yine aşağı düşeceğiz.
At this point, we caught a glimpse of the inlet sea, Khor Al Adaid, something like that. We saw the salt deposit, but that wasn't the part they stopped for pictures, so we kept on admiring the water and moving on. This is an inlet of the Persian Gulf in southeast Qatar, and it's on the border with Saudi Arabia. So in English, it's called Inland Sea, but in Arabic, it's called Khor Al Adaid.
Orada değil. Havası var.
After so much of the bumpy ride, we eventually got to the part where you can take photos. So everyone got an opportunity to admire the inland sea and take photos as well. The breeze there wanted to carry me away, but it didn't succeed. After that, we left to the next spot where we did the sandboarding. Guys, just watch, don't laugh. I was feeling myself at this point until, yeah, there. So what I found out was that if you're going down, the moment you take off one of your hands, maybe you want to do the peace sign or some other fun thing, you will definitely crash. So the people that did it without removing their hands, they landed safely. But all of us, with me being the scapegoat, that tried raising the hands, we all crashed. So from there, we continued to another part of the desert. I thought I had seen it all, but apparently there is more. After admiring from afar, we finally got to the part where you can come down and able to touch the water, swim if you want, or just enjoy nature. For this tour, you can choose to do camel ride, quad bike. None of us in the group opted for any of the other options. So after the tour, we started heading back to the city. If you're visiting Doha and you would like to use the same tour company, I have links in the description to different platforms you can book them on. And if you're watching from the TV, you can scan any of the QR codes to take you to where you can make your bookings. Then another thing to note is if you're going to be using the same option I used, which is the pickup from the National Museum, it's very easy to find them. You just use taxi and go into the National Museum. But if you're using the metro, then you come out from the National Museum metro and it will be right there where the bus is, just by the roundabout. That's where it is. So if you come down from the metro, you just turn left and that's it.
It's been a fun day.
From there, I set out to explore the Al Jazeera street where I had been staying. I just wanted to see what else was on the streets because I had been going out from one direction, and since it was my last night, I went all the way down. And I noticed some of the other hotels listed on Discover Qatar. But I wanted to eat, so I headed to South Korea. It was a small space, nothing too fancy. I was excited to finally try out South Korean food. And, well, I enjoyed some things, and for some others, maybe because even if they weren't South Korean, I wouldn't really love them. So I'm not a big fan of cabbage.
초등학교 영어 수업 시간에 배웠었던 현재 진행형 같아 하루에 10번 내 맘이 움직여
The iced tea was amazing. That was the first thing I tried and I really enjoyed it.
Please, what is this called? This one. This one. This one salad. Just salad. And this one?
This one sauces and pumpkin.
Sauce and pumpkin.
This one kimchi. Kimchi, carrot kimchi.
Thank you.
For the others, well, the kimchi, I didn't like it, but it's because it's cabbage, so. Then the prawns, I don't know. I wasn't expecting the buttered prawns because the prawns I eat in Nigeria are just regular prawns. I was expecting regular prawns. So I sort of had to force myself to eat this one. I love prawns. It's just the additional things that I didn't really enjoy. But all in all, the food wasn't bad. It's just a personal preference. I was so excited to dig in, but it was a mixed feeling for me. As for the soup, I don't know what I was expecting really. I might need to eat South Korean food elsewhere or another time to be able to really grade the food.
plus ing LOV를 붙여보면 사랑인 것 같고 say goodbye를 붙여보면 헤어질 것
I thought perhaps using the chopsticks would make me enjoy them better, and this was like the traditional chopsticks. It wasn't tied together like the types you would get in some restaurants, so I asked for help. And then they broke it into two, and then I had to hold it together by myself, and that was not what I was expecting. Now I had to suffer to use it. But I wanted the local experience, so I got what I actually asked for. Now watch me struggle. It's not working out. It's not working out at all. Well, I tried. It's time to go back to the school. After eating, I made payment and I left. So they use the contactless mode of payment where you just tap your card and off you go. Then I used the other exit. So it has like two entry and exit points. The one that leads into the Al Jazeera street and another one from one of the streets off the Al Jazeera street. So I used the other one and I was back to the Al Jazeera street, heading back to the hotel. This is such a busy street. You would get to see everything on this street. Everything. From hotels to different restaurants. You would see anything. You can't step out and not see something. I even saw this La Maison hotel and then other restaurants. There are skincare stores, fashion stores, everything is on this street really. And I didn't even realize when I made this booking. Really. I just chose this hotel. Well, with everything that has a beginning, there is an end. I finally got back to the hotel, packed up my things, and it was time to go. It's my last night here and I don't want to go. I don't want to go, but I have to go back to work. It's easy to get anything you want here. Transportation is very affordable. You can walk, around at any time and you see children, cats, men, women walking around you. I don't want to go, but work connects. I'm definitely going to come back to Qatar. In fact, I'll keep passing through Qatar each time I have to travel. The Stockbar program is amazing because you can, come in, go to certain places, go the next time, go to other places, and you can keep doing that. And you would visit everywhere and even still discover new places because I can't wait to keep trying different food from different continents and different countries. My flight was for 7:45 a.m. but I left 2 hours earlier because I haven't used the airport before, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be very full. I spent more than 1 hour trying to get through immigration when I was coming. In my next video, we'll fly Qatar Airways back to Nigeria for the very first time. Till then, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification. Bye.